Alright guys, beautiful afternoon here, Bad Apples. It's been kind of drizzling most of the time the last 3 days, but today that all changed around noon and we got up for a beautiful flight. It looked a little bit like this. Wow guys. Yeah, I was disappointed with all the rain last night, but this makes up for it already. Everybody's trying to get up in the air. Bunch of pilots over here. But now I'm back at camp. You see all the campers lined up the whole way. You got Will Fly, you got Skinny Chef Shane, you got Brian Waller. Let me show you guys where I'm set up. If you've checked out my channel, you know this is a tiny little camper I picked up about a year ago. Let me show you guys where I've been hanging out for the last 3 days. So this is the runaway camper. It's just 6 foot by 8 foot, almost 6 feet tall, and it's really tight, but it has everything I need. I've got my computer so I can do a little bit of work. Got a mini fridge, sink, fresh water, gray water down below. This is kind of set up as a top bunk with a bottom bunk down below. I'm just using it as storage because it's just me here on this trip. You guys know Brooke from PAP Paramotor hooked me up with a free shirt today. Of course, you have to have the AC going here in Georgia in the middle of May. So I want to take you guys with me, show you Bad Apples through my eyes this week.
Brooke won the...
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
So I arrived Tuesday night to secure a place to camp. The official event is really Thursday through Sunday. Hell yeah, buddy. First flight here at Bad Apples. And yeah, we had a storm come through just a short while ago. But the air smoothed out just before sunset. And a few of us wanted to jump up there. With more storm cells on the horizon, the event organizers were encouraging people to get back on the ground. Bobby! What's up? Good to see you, man.
Better than his butt. The wind don't help, though, I can tell you. Oh no, we've been busted. The whole stick?
all kinds of skills were on full display. I think a lot of times at fly-ins, organizers would like you to get up and get out, but here at Bad Apples, there are actually designated areas where you can foot drag, for example in this pond, or you can do acro over a nearby field. But if everybody's pushing the boundaries, you know there's going to be some mishaps. And posted in this Facebook group, you can see a number of events where people actually went into the drink. It could be a disaster, but this part of the pond is really shallow, and I think 6 different pilots landed in there. It's not my job to pass judgment, but man, I want everyone to stay safe. I don't know how we can find a way to dial it back just a tad. Shout out to the rescue crews and EMTs who were on site for the entire event.
Thursday morning here at Bad Apples. I've already been here since Tuesday and had a couple flights, but last night, man, we got rained out. Just storms coming through. There wasn't a chance of getting up in the air, and the whole place is soaking wet. I think today's going to be a good day. Well, it is pretty, but not ideal for flying. A couple raindrops coming down. And I may just set it down and let some of the these clouds burn off, come back up a little bit later. This guy wants to do acro right over the field.
Thursday night, the air was not perfect, but people felt like it was slowly settling down. I was still keeping an eye on some nearby storm cells, and you know what? We did end up having a gust front come through the field. Made it a little bit of a dangerous situation towards the end of the night, and thankfully, it appears everybody was able to get down safely. Man, look at those leaves moving on the trees. Even after everyone had landed, there was still one pilot returning, maybe from a cross-country flight. He was really battling the turbulence here. Everybody wanted to rush onto the field to give him a hand to control that wing once it came down, but not an ideal scenario.
Yeah.
He's like, I got it. I got it.
He's got some good control of that kite.
Yeah, dude, that's a 4-liner. Mine's just a 2-liner.
How'd it feel?
Good.
Awesome.
First flare all the way to the end. Like no dead spot at all.
He's got a cravat. Let's see if he brings it in.
show you the LZ here. How beautiful. Yo, I'm trying to tell my buddy Lindsay right here to come down to the ground and he can try out my Sirocco. He's been wanting to fly this wing and I'm gonna land, so it's a perfect time. Yeah, it's probably getting lifted there. S turns to lose altitude. Alright guys, Friday afternoon here at Bad Apples, about 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's been like this all day. I mean, cloud cover, no direct sun, and so people have been basically flying all day. Now earlier in the morning it was a really low cloud base and it's slowly been rising. So we're gonna test it out right now and just see what it feels like. I would say, I wouldn't call it smooth, but nothing dangerous at all. Always a good time when you get together with this whole crowd. Of course, it's fun to look at the Paramotors and the new gear, wings and motors and all that good stuff, but just fun to getting together with everyone. I thought it might be a little bit trashy once I got down low. A couple deer. Yeah. I did see a guy today make a very sharp turn and take like a 50% collapse on his wing, and he actually flew into the ground. I mean, once you start spiraling to the ground like that, I didn't know if he'd survive it, but apparently he landed in such a way that he wasn't injured. I mean, he stood right up, walked away. It's a miracle. I mean, that had to be a miracle. Yeah, I only wish the best for that pilot. I hope that he's feeling fine in the next couple days. Field is busy. May get a little bit of turbulence coming over these trees here. Okay.
Here with Skinny Chef Shane. And Shane, we got a new fly-in coming up this year, June. Tell me about it.
It is Fly It for Gauge. It is in honor of my son, passed in August of 2015 of Burkitt's non-Hodgkin's cancer. Come out and help support for a good cause.
All right, guys. So June 8th through 11th, come down to Hardy Lakes. It's near Bowling Green, Florida. It's going to be a great time. You'll see a bunch of the same people that you see right here at Bad Apples. It's a huge place. There's 2 great fields, and we're going to have a great time there. Make sure you come. I'll include the QR code right here and all the details.